In this video we'll look at the rule of Pythagoras, which states that for any right angle triangle, the square on the hypotenuse, which is the diagonal side, is equal to the sum of the two squares on the other two sides. And in algebraic terms, if we labelled the hypotenuse c, then we have c squared would equal a squared plus b squared. So there's our rule for Pythagoras. Now we can demonstrate this by constructing squares on the three sides of a right angle triangle. This triangle here I can adjust the size of, so I shall begin by creating a square on the hypotenuse. So the area of the square is about 29.6. And if we construct squares on the other two sides, we can see we have the small area of around 4.5. The second square was 25. You add about 5 and 25, you get about 30, which is about the value for my largest square, but we can show that more accurately using a calculator. So I shall add the two smaller sides, or smaller squares I should say, and we end up with a value that is the same as the square on the hypotenuse. Now if I were to adjust the size of my original rectangle, we can see areas are getting smaller, but the sum of the two small areas is the same as the area of the large square. So the square on the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the two squares of the other two sides, and that is the rule of Pythagoras.